Hello, Professor Samuel. My name's Dionisio Rivas. I'm doing my project on music finance. It's important to me because I study finance for my major at the CU Denver Business School, and I was told by one of my old professors in music business that this is a very prevalent field in the music industry. And I thought it'd be actually very cool to look into one day, even though I don't live in California where the majority of the jobs are located. It's still an interesting field, and there's potential maybe one day. Music finance is similar, yet very different to any other career in finance. The reason for this is because a lot of the key components for financial analysis are going to be used in music finance, yet you're going to look at a lot different things than a regular financial analyst would. Regular financial analysts will look and create pro formas for regular businesses, whereas in music finance it's a little bit different because you have a lot of different variables going into play. For example, if you're trying to figure out the best way to maximize a record label's profit through one artist, you want to look at whatever the net present value that artist is potentially bringing into the company and the cash flow that's received from an artist compared to a product that a regular business would sell. So it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's very similar. Financial analysts assess the financial condition of a business or an asset to determine if it's a sound investment. This would be a little bit different in the music industry because you'd be determining somewhat to an extent if artists are a sound investment for a record label. Typically, financial analysts for music would work with record labels such as Warner, Universal, and Sony. Here's just a quick little Google search I did on jobs in the music finance industry. And as you can see, the one for Warner Bros. Pops up first. It's just a music finance intern. The majority of the jobs I saw were only for either Warner, Universal, or Sony Music. In this slide, I included a job description for a financial analyst position with Warner. I found that the job position requires a lot of product pricing and cost analysis. This is different from like if you were a financial analyst at a company, because a lot of the times you'd be looking at a lot of pro formas or looking at potential investment opportunities. So I thought this was kind of interesting that financial analysts in the music industry are very focused on cost and product pricing. The next few slides I have don't focus on the job of a financial analyst in the music industry. More so, they just focus on finances in general. So I have a quote from Benjamin Franklin that I found very interesting. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And I believe that if you're going to get into the music industry, you have to know a whole bunch of stuff, or else you could potentially lose a lot of money, as is going to be noted in the next following slides. This slide portrays three artists who went broke because they didn't invest in the knowledge around their personal finances. It's pretty tragic that somebody could have such a unique skill and be so gifted, yet they go broke after making millions of dollars. This is very common in the NFL, the NBA. I'm a huge believer that if you want to be successful, like that quote in the previous slide, knowledge is the best way to do it. Another thing to note, a lot of musicians don't understand copyright law, which ends up hurting them in the future. This is another important thing I think if you're a musician or looking to get in the music industry, you really, really, really need to know. This is just a quick little abstract for you, Professor. And it's not in any ways meant to be mean or anything like that. It's just meant to make you think more critically about finance because it's so important to me. Who manages your finances? Are you doing enough to ensure that your finances are safe? And I'd hope so in the future after watching this presentation. I wanted to thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation and teaching the class. Please let me know if there's anything I can work or improve on for the next presentation. Thank you very much. This is the end, and have a good rest of your day.